Hello, this is Sarah with Posh Pooch Designs, and today's video I'm going to show you how to make my brand new pattern. It's called Step into Fall Scarf, and this is a free pattern on my blog, and this is the first pattern that I've specifically written to go with these Caron cakes. And if you haven't seen them, they're all over the internet. They're fantastic. And you can make this one scarf. It's a nice long scarf. Look at these beautiful color changes. Isn't that gorgeous? All you need is one of the Caron cakes. And I made this one out of what is called red velvet. And it's a really easy, fun scarf. It's all stitched in half double crochets. We used a stair step effect, and then we used the chained fringe on the two ends. And I will show you how to do that. It's really, really simple. And it makes a beautiful and elegant scarf. And like I said, this is a free pattern on my blog, and I'll put that blog link in the comments for you. To make this scarf, you only need one Caron cake. The Caron cakes come with 7.1 ounces on each one. And this is a perfect pattern for those long color changes. It's just beautiful pattern, and it's also really fantastic yarn. It's soft and it works up really nice, and I just really enjoyed doing this first pattern. I have other patterns that I'm doing that I've already written that I'm just redoing with some of the Caron cakes, but this is the first one that I wrote specifically with this type of yarn in mind. You're going to need an eye hook to stitch up your scarf. You'll need a needle to weave in your ends, and then of course a pair of scissors if needed at the end. Now I used the whole Caron cake except for this little bit, so you will have plenty of yarn on your cake to make this scarf. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing that you're going to need to do is to chain 41 chains. And this, we're going to begin stitching half double crochets in the second chain from the hook. I would recommend when you stitch your first 41 chains that you stitch them a little bit loose, because you don't want the end of your scarf to have a little bit of a pull or pucker. So if you are a tight crocheter, you can always go up a hook size just to do the chain, and then go back to our eye hook to do the stitching of your scarf. So let's go ahead. The first thing you're going to do is put 1/2 double crochet in the second chain from the hook. And in case you don't know what a half double crochet is, you yarn over, go in the stitch or the chain you're working, and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and go through all 3 of those loops. So basically you're going to do 1/2 double crochet in each chain across for 40 chains. So now we've stitched 1/2 double crochet in each chain across, so we have 40 half double crochets. Now we're going to chain 1, and chain 1 does not count as a stitch, it's just a turning chain. And then we're going to place 1/2 double crochet in each half double crochet across, 1/2 double crochet in each half double crochet, and then we're going to do this for a total of 6 rows. Show you on here. We've got 2, 4, 6 rows, and each stair step will have 6 rows. So we'll go ahead and get 6 rows stitched, and then I'll show you how to do the stair steps. So now you can see that I have stitched 6 rows, 2, 4, 6, of half double crochets of my scarf. So now we're going to make the next stair step. And the way you do that is at the end of your 6th row, you chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now remember, when you add these 11 chains, make sure you do stitch a little bit loose because you don't want those to be puckered either. So you want it to lay pretty. So now we're going to turn, and we're going to half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So we're making a half double crochet, and then we're going to half double crochet in the next 9 stitches, our next 9 chains, and this will give us a total of 10 additional stitches. And be very careful not to twist your yarn, not to twist your chain, because you want it to lay very nicely when you connect back. So we've got 10 half double crochets, 1 in each chain. We chained 11. We started in the second chain from the hook, which gives us 10 chains and 10 half double crochets in those chains. Oh my goodness, I got a knot right there. What a silly place for a knot. All right, that'll work. All right, let me count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now I've got 10 half double crochets on this chain, and now I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next 30 stitches. We're going to leave the last 10 stitches unworked. And we're going to do that because this is how we're going to form the stair step. So 1 half double crochet in the next 30 half double crochets across. So we chained 11. We did 1 half double crochet in the second chain from the hook and in each chain across, and that gave us 10 half double crochets. Then we half double crocheted all the way along our row, and we were leaving the last 10 half double crochets unworked. So we only did 30 here. So that gets us back to 40 half double crochets. 40 half double crochets. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to repeat. So this is our first row. Then we'll chain 1 here, and we'll turn. And then we will half double crochet across here, and we'll do that for 5 more rows because this is our first row. And then we'll do that for 5 more rows, and then we'll repeat the process. You understand how to do the stair steps. I want to show you how to do this fun little fringe that I added, and I really, really love how it turned out. What I did is when the scarf ended at the gray, I added the cranberry so there'd be some contrast. And I did the same thing on the cranberry. I added the gray fringe so there would be contrast there, because I thought it would be prettier not to do the same color as how it ended. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on this gray piece that we've been working on how to add that fringe. So what you do is you join your new color in with a slip stitch, and then you're going to single crochet across the whole bottom of the scarf, putting 1 single crochet in each stitch or each chain depending on which end you're working on, because the one end is where we started and the other end is where you'll end. And you put a single crochet row all the way across, and that gives you a base to work in. Now I'm not going to single crochet all the way across because I don't know that I have enough yarn for that, because I just have a little bit of the yarn left. But what you'll do is you'll single crochet all the way across this edge, and then you'll chain 1 and turn. And this has a nice edge for you to work in. And then all you're going to do is you'll you will chain for 16 chains. One, two, three. Oops. All right. Now you'll chain for 16 chains. You'll skip this next single crochet, and then the next single crochet you'll slip stitch. And then you'll just repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then you'll do the same thing. You'll skip the next stitch and slip stitch in that next stitch. And you'll do that all the way across, and that gives you this nice loopy edge. And I really love it. I think it adds a really neat touch to the scarf. And that's how you make the scarf. It's really, really simple. The stair steps are rows of 6, and then you add your 11, and then you only have double crochet for 30, which gives you a new 40 over here, and you leave the last 10 unworked, and then you will continue to work like that, and it will end up stair stepping automatically like this one does. Stair stepping this way, and it makes a beautiful, beautiful scarf.